Hello, dear children of class 6, and welcome to another online class of general knowledge. Dear children, today we are going to do the fifth chapter from your book, Moving Around the World. Around the World. Now, dear children, everybody likes to go from one place to another. We like to visit a place for many reasons. People go for hiking, people go for touring, people go for traveling, people often go to foreign countries, right? But question is why? There are many reasons for that. First one is thrill. Thrill or excitement. You see, dear children, many times journeys, they are exciting for people. Some people don't like to go from here to there, the boring kind, but some people, they find thrill and adventure in the journey because they know very well that they are going to see something they have never seen before. They are going to make marvelous discoveries along the way, right? So it brings them thrill or excitement. Second thing that they may want, like I told you, excitement. Moving from one place to another, the very idea that you are going to explore the unknown is going to fill you with excitement. This is one reason people undertake journeys. Third one, exchange of culture and tradition. Exchange of culture and tradition. You see, dear children, people, when they visit from one place to another, when they visit a new place, when they visit a place where they have never been before, they meet people who they have never seen in life, they get to learn about new cultures and tradition. And not only they get to learn, the people whom they visit also get to learn about the foreigners culture who has visited them. So in one way, there is an exchange of cultures taking place. Today, so many tourists come to our country, and from our country also many people go out to tour, right? When people intermingle among each other, when these people, they mix into the community, they exchange the culture, they exchange the tradition, the clothing, the fooding, worshipping, singing, dancing, everything gets exchanged, and this way world becomes one big family. And fourth one, this reason, the reason number 4, is one of the ancient reasons why people have traveled from one place to another. It is trade. Trade refers to buying and selling of goods. You see, from ancient time, when even the money did not exist, people have been known to move from one place to another, exchanging goods for goods. If I am a cloth merchant, I'll go from to far off places, exchange what I have for their clothing material, bring their clothing material here and exchange it with the local people who cannot undertake such journey, and that way trade exists. Today also we have import export trade. Countries are involved among buying and selling the goods among themselves, and that way there is movement not only of good but of people also from one country to another. Now children, I hope you have understood about journey, right? And the reasons why people undertake journey. First is thrill, then excitement, then you have exchange of culture and tradition, and then you have trade. Now dear children, the journeys which we are going to learn about, the people which we are going to learn about in this particular chapter have not taken journeys simply from one place to another. They have moved around the world. It seemed like that story, around the world in 80 days. These people have moved around the world in most innovative, unique and challenging ways. They simply did not take passport and visa and simply hop from plane to plane, landing in countries, and they said, yes, I have been around the world. They have been around the world in, like I said, in a very unique and challenging ways. So let's see who are these people and how they managed. So the very first one, number one, you have Mike Hall. Mike Hall. Okay, so let's see. Mike Hall cycled around the world in record time. He used bicycle to go around the world. Let's see. He's the fastest man to ride his bike around the world in 107 days. Actually 92 days only. Why? While the rest was spent in aeroplanes. Out of 107 days, 92 days were spent in cycling around the world and 15 days hopping around in aeroplanes. Now why did he need aeroplanes? See, changing continents, since it is not possible to ride a bike over the ocean. You can't ride your bicycle over the ocean. So he needed, while going from one continent to another, he needed to use aeroplanes. So 15 days he spent hopping in aeroplanes, and only in 92 days, 92 days, he cycled around the world. Now, let's move on to second man, that is Jason Lewis. Jason Lewis. He moved around the world only on human power, only by using muscular force or muscular power or the equipments which use human force or human power. He moved around the world. See, moved around the world only on human power. So let's see. He and his team took 13 years to move around the world, done entirely with human power without using any motor vehicle. He did not use motor vehicle or aeroplane or anything which involves automatic machinery. Any mode of transport which involved automatic machinery, he did not use it. They only used bicycles, kayaks and pedal powered boat. So this guy, Jason Lewis, he and his team took 13 years to move around the world, and in these 13 years the mode of transportation they used were bicycles, kayaks, small boats and pedal powered boats, not motor power boats, pedal powered boats. Now let's look at the third man here, Robert Garside. Robert Garside ran around the world. This in particular, children, in his interview he had said that this man was fairly influenced, or you can say motivated, by a movie called Forrest Gump. In a movie called Forrest Gump, the character, he runs the entire length and breadth of America on foot. This thing inspired Robert Garside to run around the world, and let's see how he did it. Ran around the world. He is the first man to run around the world. The British athlete, he is British, took 5 years and 8 months. 5 years, 8 months to run through 30 countries. He covered 30 countries on foot. And last one, number 4, there is a duo, there is a team. The team is Bertrand Piccard and Brian Jones. Brian Jones. Now, what these two accomplished, let's see. Bertrand Piccard and Brian Jones flew around the world in a hot air balloon. You can say in a blimp. They were able to fly over the entire earth in a hot air balloon in less than 20 days at an altitude of 36,000 feet. So 20 days. In 20 days, they were able to move around the earth in a hot air balloon, and at all times they maintained an altitude of 36,000 feet. So you see, not only these people have moved around the world, they have done it in the most innovative and challenging way. They have, as far as possible, tried to keep close contact with the civilization, and they have enjoyed their journey to the fullest. Now children, remember, these kind of journeys are not taken in a whim. You don't wake up in the morning and you start this kind of journey. These kind of journeys require preparation. Months and years of preparation goes. Many of these, like Mr. Jason Lewis here, he had a team backing him up. He had a team backing him up. So when you grow up enough, when you are big enough, if you want to undertake journey in your own creative way, be sure to prepare beforehand. Safety is the most important thing. You don't want to die on some what you call resolute island where no one will be looking at you. So you need to ensure that you are well prepared, like these people were. Once again, we will repeat what they have done. First one, you have Mike Hall. He is the fastest man to ride his bike around the world in 107 days. Now remember, 107 days is actually 92 days. 15 days were spent in aeroplanes changing continents, since it is not possible to ride a bike over the ocean. Then you have Jason Lewis. He and his team took 13 years to move around the world, done entirely with human power without using any motor vehicle. They only used bicycles, kayaks, and pedal powered boats. After that, you have Robert Garside. He is the first man to run around the world. The British athlete took 5 years and 8 months to run through 13 countries. And then you have Bertrand Piccard and Brian Jones. They were able to fly over the entire earth in a hot air balloon in less than 20 days at an altitude of 36,000 feet. Now children, most of the time this kind of journeys are undertaken with a purpose. These are not mad people to simply go running around. These people went around to promote either world peace, universal brotherhood, or to promote the use of clean energy to prevent pollution. We have one more interesting fact here. Andre Boschberg and Bertrand Piccard successfully moved around the world with solar powered aircraft Solar Impulse 2. They completed their journey on 26 July 2016. They created clean technologies promoting clean energy, efficient solution using renewable solar energy. These people, they used solar energy to power their aircraft, which was named Solar Impulse 2, and they moved around the world. Andre Boschberg and Bertrand Piccard, the same Bertrand Piccard who was involved with the record of flying around the world in a hot air balloon. Now dear children, remember this, like I told you earlier, these kind of journeys require preparation, safety, and as you are going to move around the countries, you require permissions of the respective governments. Then only you can move around. So you need to have proper documentation. Now these kind of things, like I said earlier, are not prepared in a day. It requires careful planning and execution over the years. So remember this, Next time, if you want to undertake such a journey and have your name in the Guinness Book of World Records or something, plan well ahead. Otherwise, you can simply go for exploring unknown places within the country. Go for new places. They will also bring you enough thrill and excitement. Now, dear children, I hope you understood the lesson. As far as your homework goes, you will write the names of these people and you will write what they have accomplished in reference to the video. And those who have the book, you can write it from the book itself. Okay, thank you very much. Stay safe.